How we doing, everybody? Welcome to the Diabolical Draft. Officially, the tournament has begun. We are here on day one. My name is Avatar Liger. I am joined by the legend MDV Aaron. How you doing, Aaron?
I'm doing very, very good, and I'm super excited to see the games today. It's gonna be a really, really, really good time. What are you expecting?
Oh, I'm expecting a diabolical mess. I'll tell you what, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be good. We're going into it. Been working hard for 2-3. Hey, honestly, since before PAX, we've been working hard to put on a show. We've got everybody out here ready to go. We got 40 amazing creators. We've got an amazing staff behind us. Shout out to the HSP staff. We've also got 2 awesome casters joining us soon. We'll introduce to them. Very soon, we'll let you know who they are, of course. And, oh my goodness, Aaron, it's finally the day. It's finally the day.
Finally the day. I've been kicking and screaming about this moment on my socials, on my personal friend groups, everything for the last couple of weeks, and now it's finally here. I'm super excited to see everything run down live. But, I mean, we gotta introduce everyone before we get to that point, right?
Of course, of course. First, we would also like to introduce the casters for today. Will be Scary Drop Bear and Has Daddy Slim. And of course, they will be our entertainment for the Saturday, the round robins day, the day that all the teams get to suss each other out, go neck and neck, go head to head, see what they can do, go for gold. What do you think, Aaron? Do you think these casters got what it takes? You did get to see a bit of their drip, huh?
Absolutely. They're looking clean. They're looking clean. And I mean, look, the most important thing is I've also seen them live. I've seen them do their things. These are some of the best, and I'm super excited to be working alongside them and having a listen to them for today's awesome games.
Of course. Now, what I would like to let you know is that has 40 amazing creators here today. We've got Zazastack, Loki, Chappa, Chana, Aura, Peapod, Punch, Eshri, Ash, Buzz, Forever, Artemis, Drmeme, Fiones, Zen, Kiv, Vestige, Benji, Hinter, Finch, Dixon, Moonish, Iggy, MKitty, Corbs, PBG, Shinkioni, Roglin, Steffi, Purple J, Fluke, Xrioto, Tori, Hardems, Hunton, ADA XP, CD Cat, Reloaded, JD Raycraft, and Just Rabbit. Oh,
that is a list and a half, bro. You're about to run out of breath there. Oh my god. Woo. And look, here's the thing. If you guys missed the last recap for everything that's happened just in the first string when everybody was picking their teams, guys, there was some stuff to unpack with that. There were so many different trades, last minute changes of plans, and people honestly getting betrayed with their teams. It was a really insane time.
Now, I believe we may have a throwback video, perhaps. We may have a throwback video to what was the chaos that did happen on day last week. Let's watch. Let's relive the magic.
Pretty decent too. That she loves me. There's a couple other things.
The funny thing is that you got set up by Ape because you'll both be swapping your players.
No! Wait,
what?
What? I'm gonna play it safe and take my first pick of Eshri because they're still on the board.
I'm so pissed.
So annoyed.
That's my wife, bro. That's my wife.
It was so close to being my turn again.
There you down. Finch, who is your third selection? Yes. Or are you pulling a wild card?
Wild card. There's a person in chat that keeps saying me, I'm pretty good. Mine's pretty decent too. That she loves me. There's a couple other things in there. What's her name? Looks like FEB or something like that.
And that is minus 55.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. Do not worry. I'm financially stable. I've planned this perfectly.
Yeah.
$0 left over. I'm maximizing it.
There's got to be some underrated silvers in this list somewhere that I don't know about.
And all that drama resulting in what is going to be the craziest 48 hours that I'm going to be able to experience in the next couple of months, to be honest. It's going to be fantastic.
Gonna be indeed. Now, we are joined by 2 handsome, legendary guests. Here we are. We've got Scary Drop Bear and Has Daddy Slim. Welcome to the Diabolical Draft. How you doing?
Doing great, Liger. Thank you for the intro. I'm so excited to cast alongside you. This is going to be a banger 2 days, and I'm sure the first game we're going to get into, which is Bad Bunnies versus Cho Baddies, is going to kick it off with an absolute bang, especially looking at some of these players that Liger read out earlier.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The pleasure is all mine to be alongside you as well, Drop. It should be a fantastic next 4 matches we've got today. And as you said, yeah, we've got some pretty good, let's say, gamers. Skill level-wise, it's a mix on both ends, which is a good thing because it means we'll both see stuff that looks beautiful, fantastic, players that have Overwatch League style, and things that would make you just, drop into the pits of despair. Just, beautiful bronze players. And that's the joy of the Diabolical draft, because you get a bit of everything in the teams, and that's what I'm looking forward to most.
Yeah, got a massive mix-up of skill levels, different people with different familiarities, some people that are really close friends, some people that are on the same team for the first time. These creator tournaments are awesome, bring everybody together, and we've got a pretty big map pool as well. So no matter the skill or the preferred hero type, I think every team's going to be able to find 1 or 2 moments that they'll be able to stand out in.
Absolutely. And now, Aaron and Liger, I believe before we actually get underway with the teams, we do have the captains to have a little bit of a chat. They're waiting to what I believe is some sort of interview style questioning coming up.
Yes, correct. Aaron and I are going to have a chance now to have a chat with the captains of the Bad Bunnies and Cho Baddies. That would be Jess of the Bad Bunnies and Fluke of the Cho Baddies. A very, very exciting build-up. A lot of banter being thrown at each other. Hashtag Diabolical Draft on Twitter, guys. It was going off. We were even trending last week. That's how crazy this tournament has been. That hashtag has been breaking some friendships and building some wars. So great. Let's get into it. Let's interview Jess and Fluke. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Aaron, take it away. Introduce these two.
Welcome in Jess and Fluke7. These two are some amazing content creators here in the OC communities, but I'm not going to be able to do them justice. Please, if you guys want to introduce yourself, starting off with Jess, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello. Well, I'm a variety content creator. I've always loved Overwatch, though. Can you relax over there, please, mate? What are you for?
Oh, I'm just looking at look at that sweet ass logo. Am I right?
Yeah, it's all right. I prefer ours personally. Anyway,
green poop stinky YOLO.
Yeah.
Yo.
4 years old. 4 years old. Anyway. Yeah, I've loved Overwatch since Overwatch 1, but I've never been a very competitive person ever in anything, which is why it's funny that I always have so much fun doing tournaments and competitions in Overwatch. I've been in a few now. This is my first one ever as a captain. Still confused and concerned as to how that happened. But I actually managed to get my absolute dream picks, and I'm stoked. I'm excited for today and tomorrow. It should be great.
That is an amazing effort, considering how many how many betrayals there were just the other night when everyone was getting their picks. So it is good to see somebody getting their team. Now, obviously, passing over to Fluke, I would love to know what your opinion is about how you've set up your team. How excited are you to play alongside them? Give us a little insight.
I got a bit of a meme team, I'll be real. We're down for the content, we're down to the teabag, we're down to do everything. I think we'll be a good time.
Have you been
keep it simple.
Have you been giving your team plenty of Chobani to get them prepared as part of the training regimen?
Look, there has been Chobani photos already been posted. They're already taking some drug enhancing stuff.
Huh?
What?
No
Drug enhancing.
So look, we're fueled, we're ready. Look, that's it. That's all you need to know. That's it. Keep it simple.
Beauty. Look. I mean, we're gonna have to look into your team after that kind of comment right there. But
I think we need to do some testing over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's USADA?
Jess, I think you're gonna have to raise a complaint after this game. But still, it is great to see both of you with some amazing teams coming out with this one.
Just Giovanni.
I am very, very, very keen on seeing how both of you play. Now, in terms of your map picks coming up very, very soon, what maps are we most excited for? Because I'm assuming you might have chatted with your teams regarding where we feel comfortable, strength, weaknesses, anything like that.
Are you shaking your head? Listen.
Luke is there for the good time.
I mean, to be fair, myself and my team haven't. We vaguely looked at the list. We know what there is. Have we talked strats? No. because along with, like, I think with Fluke's team saying they're a meme team, we're here for vibes. We're here to have a good time. And listen, we have some strategies in place. We will have a quick look and we will make the right decision because my team is full of geniuses. That's why I did it, because I'm an idiot.
We'll be very, very excited to see them come through in terms of those strategies right there. Fluke, you had something to say there?
I just found the map pool.
Oh, my days, brother.
Oasis, alright.
W captain choices. Good job.
Listen, everybody was brought in for their unique set of skills. It is not my job to tell you what those were. At the end of the day, Abe has... our producer Abe, shout out Abe, has something for Fluke. Here we go. Ah, yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It is. Love to see it.
This is a photo that does not need to exist anywhere.
It's
Fluke,
beautiful.
I can confirm in many pieces of media to come out this weekend, and sorry, the past week, you have been cooked, my brother. You have been cooked.
Yeah,
so
look,
the question
I think
is,
a lot of targets have been set my way. I don't know why that is. I don't know. But I'll take it as a compliment. They want to shoot down the the highest seat. So.
Or is it the easiest target?
Look, I'll keep it for the court. Keep it for the games.
All right. Well,
Keep it for anyway.
You want to keep it for the games? Then I guess there's no better time to send you back to your teams and get you going, get you rolling with the Bad Bunnies and the Cho Baddies. Any final words to each other?
Good luck, Fluke. Good luck, Cho Baddies. I hope we have a fun game. And I hope chat's really nice and cheers everyone on. I'm not toxic, unlike some people. That's it.
I would say good luck, but...
I said it to you!
No, it's fine. No, that's fine.
All right. We're going to hand it back to Drop. Oh, wait, no, it's still us. Sorry, it's still us. All right. Well, Aaron, we're going to hand it over very soon. It's time to get into the gaming. It's time to get going. Everybody in the chat, it's the day of the Diabolical Draft. It's about to go down. It's about to go off. I love saying that. It's become my catchphrase now. We're here. It's finally time. The first matchup is going to start shortly. They're settling into their lobby. They're deciding on the map selection. As we know, the teams are going to be doing some flipping of the maps, banning a map, choosing a map. After that, loser picks. They're going to be playing all 3 maps today of the different game modes of the map pool. It's going to be exciting. Aaron, you ready for this?
I am so ready. So let's pass it off to our casters for the next segment right here as they begin.
Took him a second there, but we're back here. Hello, guys. Drop. Well, here we are. The map choices are becoming through shortly. I guess we should have a little bit of a chat about that because we have 3 that will be sort of put together, which are Control, Hybrid, or Escort. Clash is there in case we do have a tiebreaker of some sort, but very unlikely that'll happen. But Control, Oasis, Ilias, and Nepal are the 3 that could get picked. Remember, these teams, they can ban 2 and 1 leftovers in there. What are we feeling of this one? Well, okay. I don't know. We're not know it's coming up yet, but your favourite out of that 3, what would you like to see?
Well, I'm a bit odd. I actually enjoy Control because when you die and you respawn, you can get in the fight pretty quick. I believe the first map will be Control, though, and each team gets to ban their least favourite map out of Oasis, Ilios, and Nepal. So both teams will be banning one of those. I don't know if either team really cares which one of these Control maps they play.
No, well, they said they were going into this for vibes, both sides. I will say, though, like the just towards the end there, Flukes, like a little bit of the competitive side. He did no good lucks, nothing like that, which I think is good. But at the end of the day, one of these teams has to win. You've got to have that little competitive edge. We're all for a bit of fun and gaming, but there's got to be a champion there. So don't mind that from old Flukey. But I'm looking for... Well, we're looking forward to some fun, definitely. I mean, teabags. We're going to have some just, knockbacks, some 3Ks, 4Ks. Look, my fave of the day, if we're going to have it, would be a Diva 5K bomb. If that happens, I think we can just tick everything off. That'd be perfect, especially when you don't have the double tank like you used to. You get a Ryan Shatter, then you send in the Diva bomb. Diva bomb these days, you just have to sort of, chuck one over the top of a building and hope that no one is paying attention or is just too consumed in what it's in front of them. So, fingers crossed on that one. If not, then, we'll just hope for a good game overall.
And I think the last thing you said there is really important. If they want to get the Diva Bomb 5k, it's the other team not paying attention. And if we see some teams doing like an emote hand-holding tradition at the start, or they're walking out to the middle of the point start, it only takes one person, just one person to be a bit cheeky and just, oh, send an ult in. This could absolutely happen. I expect we're going to see all the teams have their own rituals, their own hero picks. If they wanted to full meme, as Fluke said, I would love to see an Ilios pick here and put some people on the Hog, some Farahs, put some people in the Well to start off the first map of Game 1.
That's what we could hope for. And before we do get into Game 1, Bad Bunnies and Cho Baddies, we have a little bit of a video introduction. All the teams were given a little bit of an interview by Mr. Liger, and we're going to go to those just to see, well, just to introduce everyone, and so you get to know them before they get killing each other.
How you doing, everybody watching the amazing Diabolical Draft? Today, I've got with me an amazing team. We got Fluke's team, aka the Cho Baddies, out here one by one. We'll start with Hunton. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. We got MC here today.
Hello.
And then, of course, we got Tori.
Hiya.
Fluke.
Yo, what's up?
And Ryoto.
Hiya.
Got a question for the captain first and foremost. Fluke.
Oh no.
What are your thoughts on literally every other captain wanting to destroy you?
Oh, I mean, I feel like I have a lot of, I don't know, sights on my back. Like everyone's coming for me, but you know, it's freelo, it'll be easy games. If for a good time, not a long time, you know what I mean?
Okay, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. All right, you ready for it? You ready for it?
Yeah.
You ready for the smoke?
Feeling good, feeling good.
Tori, they say you're a bit of a content golem. They say you, you know, go beyond plus ultra. What I want to know is what kind of content do you have planned for the Diabolical Draft?
Well, let's just say that I have a few ideas. I've had something I've been cooking for a while, a new technique that I've been wanting to pull off. And I think the alliteration with Cho Baddies works really well. And I've been managing to pull it off in ranked games too, so I'm hoping that I managed to actually pull it off this tournament.
Hunton, bit of a wild card play on this team. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me, why do you love Widowmaker so much? Just curious.
I mean, just look at her. That's all you need. Just look at her.
Based.
Oops. There you go, there you go. And Ryoto, I actually don't have a question for you. Just keep playing Bastion, my king. Thank you. We appreciate you. Keep doing it.
I got you.
That's it. Last but definitely not least, Hardems. I have a question, serious one. I've heard you're a lawyer. I want to know, if Fluke throws, can we organize a case against Big Chobani?
Of course. I can defend you guys, obviously, against Fluke. That's fine.
Yes.
I've got you guys.
Beautiful. Awesome. We got this. We got this. Sorry, Jess paid me to ask that. Anything you want to say to the viewers at home watching the amazing Diabolical Draft today, or your fellow competitors that you're about to be facing today?
Watch this space. Watch this space. It'll be free, you know, free games. Giovanni going everywhere. Yoga in your face. I don't know what that means. It'll be fun. Feeling bad. We're the Baddies.
Buff Bastion.
Yeah, I'm taking them off the map.
And we'll leave it there with the Cho Baddies. Back to you in studio. How you doing, everybody watching the Diabolical Draft today? My name is Avatar Liger. I'm here with the Bad Bunnies, aka Captain Jess's team. Let's get to know this team. First and foremost, Jess, how are you?
I'm feeling great. The day of the interview happens to be the first time all 5 of us have been together, and I've never been more excited.
That's good, that's good. Reloaded out here, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So, yeah, ready for our first practice. So.
Awesome, we got 88 in the house as well.
Yep, hello, nice. I'm chilling. Feel free to call me Drew if you guys like.
Awesome, and then we got CD as well.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? And we got JD Ray Craft.
How's it going, guys? I'm back.
Question for the captain first and foremost, Jess. What are your thoughts on Big Yogurt, and how is this team that you've put together going to perform in the tournament?
My thoughts on Big Yogurt as a whole, I think were outlined very clearly in the video that I did put out. Well, I've decided for us because I am the captain / dictator. We are lactose intolerant. We don't like yogurt, and we don't like Fluke _7. Because he also betrayed CD. CD was once a Chobani advocate and was betrayed. We hope to go against Fluke's team early on because we're going to absolutely ruin his day and make him feel bad for being mean to CD Cat, who's the best.
Reloaded, the Big Ryan from the Ryan Rumble 3. Do you feel this team has what it takes to enable your playstyle?
Yeah, well, I think JD plays some Ana. That's what I'm looking for. And we've got Lucio slash space girl here. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
88 XP, the aim legend that you are. I want to know, what are your thoughts on the potential venture players in this event?
Thank you for the question there, Liger. I think with all the venture players out there, that they should all stay underground. Because if they stay up, they're going down.
Now, I want to know from the team, specifically CD Cat, maybe you can answer this one for me. Who would you say is your team's biggest op?
His name is Fluke. You already know what he did to me. I made Chobani what it is today. Without me, it could not have reached the heights that it did. I'm the one who uploaded the emote to bettertwitchtv.com so everyone could use it on all their Twitch channels without using up an emote slot. That was me!
There you go. Now, what I want to know from JD, if you could ban 2 supports from this entire event.
Oh, 2 support heroes. I reckon it'd be Life Weaver. I just do not see any use in the character anymore these days when you got people like Anna and Baptiste. Probably, it's a hard one. I think the next one I go for was maybe Brig.
Brig and Weaver players, JD has it out for you. Final call to the Bad Bunnies, to the viewers at home watching the Diabolical draft today, or to your fellow competitors that you're about to take on.
Well, I just want everyone to know that I got my dream team. Suck It are the captains. This is literally the team that I wrote down as my ultimate from day one when I was doing my planning. And ultimately, like, I just want to have a lot of fun. I think that's what all of us want. We just want to have a good time.
All I want to say is, right, all these teams were asking for someone to enable their teams, but they didn't bother to pick the enabler.
Sorry, I accidentally shot you. Anyways, thanks for having us.
I'm enabling him. I'm healing him. I got him.
One thing to say.
Out of here. Thanks for playing.
Well, there we go. Some interviews with the teams. Again, even in the interviews, Fluke seems to be copying it from all directions, including one of his own, who we saw their hard aims is apparently a lawyer. So if they lose this, he gets sued on top of that. You know, plus all the embarrassment of losing the tournament. But yeah, some great personalities all mixed in there. And I'm sure we'll see it in the game as well, as we've got our first pick with the maps, and we're going to Nepal.
Nepal for the first one. Neither team wanting to go to Oasis or Nepal. I was looking forward to some but nonetheless, Nepal it is. Yeah, we're seeing a couple of different sides from Fluke in the pre-interview and then the start of the stream interview. Some confidence, but then some, like, I think we're seeing some fake confidence. Just, it's just a meme. We're just memeing. But I think inside, in his core, he wants to win. He wants to win, and he wants to shout Chobani from the rooftops. And I think CD is going to be in his way, shutting that down.
Absolutely, but yeah, that's the confidence you've got to have there. I think everyone might just go directly for him in the first fight, which wouldn't surprise me. His team might just let him go by himself as well. I wouldn't mind seeing some 1v5s of some players. You know, so you do the old one out from spawn each time. See, does well, they die. You get the next one, you just keep rolling. Probably won't help you actually win the game, but then you can just sort of gather from there who is the best player as an individual on that team. And then you can start really gathering yourself together for those team players. But we will just be moments away, surely, from getting into our first game. I guess drop it. Who are we siding for this one? Because I think it's a pretty even contest. Again, both teams, they said they just want to have a bit of fun. But at the end of the day, one has to be the winner. Who are we siding with here?
They're definitely well balanced, the teams. We're getting into it straight away. I'm putting my bet on Bad Bunnies. That's what I'm going for. Reloaded, already going with the runner. We've got a Ryan matchup to start with. Let's go.
We do love a bit of Ryan v Ryan. Reloaded with the fire strike. Hits the first. Gets stunned off. Oh, Tori, what a start that is. Reloaded off. CD follows as Fluke cleans it up. And the first fight is going to be going the way of Cho Baddies there. That is not how you want to start if you are Bad Bunnies. Reloaded. You've already been clip sung. You've been sent off the map. Less than 30 seconds into the tourney start.
Yeah, Tori's going to be happy with that. We've got M's on the Mercy taking care of Fluke. Fluke is always with a pocket. Doesn't know what to do without one. But we've got JD on the Ana on the other side on Bad Bunnies. Look for some sleeps. Nice pin there from Reloaded. Bit stuck at the moment. No charge back to escape from Tori.
And he does reload, so he's got to be very careful. Stuck around the pillar just to get back in the end. I'll keep him healed up as that point ticks towards 30%. Just disengage for a second there as everyone starts to come back in. You've got the Ryan in Tori just sitting by themselves off to the left side towards the point. Everyone else back to the top right. And I can see that now. We'll be joined on the other side for that one. But ADXP gets Ryotto. That's what they're looking for. Now the charge in from Reloaded gets some revenge back there. EMS will get that revive through. But it does seem like Bad Bunnies have got the control. Not everyone's dropped off on the other side of things. They will get some points ticking up. 45 to 10%. Close one to start this one off here.
Yeah, Chobani's with some patience there, but Reloaded managing to get their ult before Tori did. Oh, we have a tech pause immediately. I wonder what happened. OCE internet time.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh, we
looks like
disconnect.
it.
Oh, no.
Fluke also, well, they killed ADXP just to, you know, rub it in as they disconnect. And you wouldn't have an OCE tournament of any kind without some tech issues to start everyone off. That's why we love NBN. And, well, I got to say, Two Baddies, decent start on their end. They got the ball. And Bad Bunnies responded because they got jumped out of the gates a bit there. But they get the point back, 13 to 45. They will be short one on this next fight, which will make things a little bit more difficult. So far, everyone's
and lost
looking pretty
that
good.
ult percentage as well. But we're seeing some really good patience from Show Baddies after they won that first fight, and Tori pinned Reloaded off the map. But it was a bit too much patience, and Bad Bunnies just capitalized on it and built their ults up back in time. Let you have 30% of the point, and we'll just go for those fights on the side. And it worked really well. So that initial aggression on that first fight from Chobani is really good, but then maybe a bit too patient, and that gave an opening back in for Show Baddies there.
That it did. And, well, now we get to come back to us, of course. We got about a minute of gameplay, which is a good start. You know, Overwatch has appeared on the screen. And, you know, that's where we'll set our benchmarks, I think, for the rest of the day. So we've had one tech pause through for the first game. You know, I believe we can stay under double digits. That, overall, I think is a win for everyone involved. And hopefully ADXP just comes immediately back and it's not an issue with their entire PC, because that's not how you want to start off the tournament, by not actually being able to participate in it for any more than the first game, at least the first 30 seconds. But they're in there. They were there. And, you know, it's a participation at the end of the day is good enough. And there are subs waiting in the wings. So if anyone does need to get in, they're training in the background. They're ready to go if they're required.
Look, you're not going to get through an OCE event without one tech issue. It's just the plague of the region. So I think better to get it out of the way early, get it out the way to start with. But I had a thought. Do you think this was a tech issue, or do you think this was... We heard some extracurricular techniques from Fluke at the start there that raised some eyebrows in the chat. Do you think maybe this is part of it? Maybe there was some sports performance messing with the internet of the other team?
It could have been. Also... I'd like to say yes, do put a counter up wherever you can. Could be a DDoS attack. You know, he's just gone out of his ways. Look, if you're all going to come after me, I'm going to go after you. And you're all just going to drop off one by one. You're never going to know it's me, even though I might have just outed him for doing the said thing. But maybe he's just, you know, got into their PC. They've switched on their VPN they might have in the background. It's just screwed around with the ping. All of a sudden, they're playing in South America instead of on glorious New South Wales, Sydney servers. But, you know, that's just the way it might be sometimes.
Ping connecting to both those regions. Probably have the same frame rate as well. I don't know. I reckon, you know what, Fluke, this could not even be an intentional DDoS. Fluke might have just shared his, 8,500 skincare routine step, just set the document to 88, and then that just crashed the computer. Like, he needs servers to keep that sort of information online, But this has given both teams a break to just think about, do you reckon we'll see 88 come back with a swap? Because they're not going to have their ultimate now, and they're 13% to like 50, so the map is ticking down.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes here. Possibly. I feel like they'll stay with what they are because, we just took the point there. You got the kills we wanted to, but we are unpausing and we're back. ADXP joins back the battle. They're going to be running from spawn for that one, so it does mean it should allow Chobaddies to take this point pretty easily. It looks like they could go for attack on this one, but they'll just let it switch over and then group up everyone. They'll wait for them. Here comes ADXP. They're together. We'll get ready for this next team fight.
Yeah, waiting for 5. Now we've got the Bastion and the Reaper on Bad Bunnies. That's going to chunk through Tori's Rhine Shield, and JD's going to be looking for those sleeping antis. This is going to be really tough for Tori, but I think this is going to be a battle of the shatters.
Shadow as it might be. Reloaded though, the charge in gets Fluke, and now he's up and ready to go. But just as you think he's got all the momentum, Hunt and Tori and the MS, that's all coming together beautifully here for Cho'Bad. He's 80 XP, one on the Reaper, but that's all he's finding, and it's going to be the end of Reloaded as well. And Cho'Baddies, they are so close now to taking this first map here, ticking towards 80%. You feel like here it's going to be Bad Bunnies with maybe one more fight. Fluke almost gives himself up. They've got a lot of work to do to try and switch this one over, keep themselves alive here.
Ultimate pop from CD to try and clear some space on point. They're going to have to contest 91%.
They will. 80 XP, getting the shots in from there. Speedy Cat will find one. Fluke's popped the visor, but it's not finding anything. He at least knocks down one. He will get CD Cat, but as that's all happening, everyone else on the wayside's falling across there. Tori's got off the map in the meanwhile. It might just be enough to keep them going for at least a bit more in this round. Fluke is staying alive, destroying the shield, keeping things running. But he needs to be careful he doesn't get picked off. Should stay alive here, building up that momentum. The Bad Bunnies, they've got the point back, and they're knocking this one up towards 50% here.
Yeah, great swaps from Bad Bunnies. That lamp from JD just taking the visor. Jess on the speed now from the Juno. This is going to be really tough for Fluke to find a pick, even with the pocket. Oh, good fire strike, Tori.
Beautiful stuff from Tori, coming straight back after getting knocked off. The charge is perfect as well. Tori with the double, and that just might be it here. CD Cat gets one, but he needs to go for a double. He actually does get it, but Tori and Fluke respond. 80 XP, CD Cat are gone. It's just one that remains. Jess is stuck around the point. Tori's having none of that. A 5-player kill streak, and they will take the first one here. Might even just send Reloaded off as he falls away in the end screen. Cho'Baddies, a 1-0 lead for this one, and they do it in style off some great Reinhardt plays to end it there.
Yeah, gotta be happy with that. That whole map was just dependent on the Reinhardts. Who's going to charge first? Who's going to pin first? Who's going to shield flick? Every single play there in team wipe came down to the Reinhardts. Fluke just being like a reeling worm, the bait on the hook there. We know he's a master at it. Get the pin. He knows he's going to get rezzed, and then the counter shatter from Reloaded. Great job from both Reinhardts. We are seeing Bad Bunny swap up a handful of things. 88 now on the Cassidy. CD on to the Symmetra from Bad Bunnies. Maybe just a speed boost out of spawn, although if you get to the point first, you can set up those turrets. Can be annoying to deal with. I kind of liked the Reaper Bastion. I think that was doing a lot of damage on Tori's shield and was keeping him a little bit passive, if that is even possible. But without that, Tori might run amok now.
That he might as we start off on the second map here. They're just one away, Cho'Baddies, from taking out the first one as Fluke doing some damage off to the left side. It is going to be Bad Bunnies taking the initial point for one here, but they need to stay alive, and JD is out of the fight before it even begins. Fluke with the double. He's getting that damage boost, and he's putting it to good use. Fluke almost the third. Hunton will grab one. Fluke with 4 in the end. CD Cat's still alive. 80 XP's trying to run away at the same time. It's just not happening, and Fluke, well, that's one for the ego, cleans them up, and Cho'Baddies will take control of the point here, ticking up towards 10%.
Yeah, Fluke is so comfortable with a Mercy pocket. Pretty much only plays Overwatch when he's got at least 3 subs lined up to pocket him. And look at the impact it's having. They're not able to stick together because Reload's going for some spicy charges, but if they don't stick as a ball, Fluke's just got that ability to pick them up from the side. Those turrets are going to get destroyed pretty quickly. They're going to flank here. They're pushing Fluke off of that high ground, which is good positioning. Now they'll be able to come in and try to have an attack, but Fluke's almost got his visor.
Oh, and these anti-grenades are really putting a damper here on the Bad Bunnies pushing forward. Ryoto off to the side as well. They're just sort of trapped in both left and right side. They've got to deal with both coming forward, and Fluke is able to grab CD Cat again with this one. The charge as well. Tori, the shatter does work. Fluke and Hunton there to clear it up. Jess heads for the hills, and Cho'Baddies, 2 fights done, and they tick beyond 50, and they are closing in on a map 1 victory here.
Yeah, they're looking very strong to hold this as well. Fluke's going to have the visor, the Vout from Ems as well. They will have, Bad Bunnies will have the Cassidy on 88, the Deadeye almost, but they just got picked up by Fluke already. Unlucky. We'll see if they be patient and wait, or if they go for a 4v5. It's 67%, so if they go in now and get staggered, they might not have a last fight.
They mightn't, but it looks like they have to do it by the looks of it here. Reloaded does, close to that shatter. 98% and ticking up, but Fluke grabs another onto Jess, and he's got to disengage, get back as far as possible, but he's still sort of staying in, and Fluke, they're destroying the shield, everything, and the pin! Send you off! Goodbye! Thank you, mother, for the chickens. Tori sends Reloaded into an early grave. CD Cat made just to get one back, but that's all they're getting. Just one off Sear, 90%. I don't even think they're going to have time to contest here, and if they do, it's going to be with limited numbers.
Yeah, they can contest, but without their tank. Tori taking out Jess. That's not good. This is looking really strong for Chobani to take the first map 2-0.
Yeah, it is. Wham bam, thank you, man. Cho Baddies, they completely dominate Bad Bunnies on that second one there. A 2-0 victory. They are your map 1 winners. There were some big plays across the board. None other from Tori, as we do look at this play of the game here, having a great time on that Reinhardt.
Yeah, what a great Reinhardt battle. I wonder if they were just, you know, Liger's tournament, I can't not play Ryan. So good there. Those antis from Hunton just opening it up. The shield destruction from the DPS and then those shatters. Really, really good job. JD tried their best with that lamp on that Baptiste, but Fluke just had too much freedom. Fluke was hitting nothing but headshots there. If they peaked without the Reinhardt shield there, which was always low from the other DPS, they just got deleted. It was so unfortunate getting staggered there, but I think that's a lesson they'll take forward going into our next map, which will be Hybrid.
Yes, that it will be. We'll get to see what that one is for there. Currently, Liger is quite yelling Tori for stealing his skin. Okay, like, I don't think you own the skins, even if you did pay at least $25 for them. I remember when you used to have a loot box, which you got from just being a hard-fought Overwatch player and just playing the game and having a go. Now you've just got to pay for these things. It's ridiculous. Performance enhancing for the skin, possibly, but they look the goods there. And now they'll have to, well, Bad Bunnies, look, they've got the second map, and we do play all 3 maps, no matter the result. So this could be a 3-0. We could be tied at 1-1, and that comes into that last map. But we will see all 3 of them. I've got to say, the anti-grenades that are coming out from Cho Baddies were looking very good, as we once again see. I would love to know who came up with that logo.
It would have been Fluke. That only something that nightmarish could have came from the depths of his creativity. I'm certain. The Cho Baddies. Look, I don't know if Liger can be upset about people taking the skins. Skins equals wins. And we heard about the sports performance increase that they were talking about. The skins play into it, the psychological factor. And not only did they put on Liger's skin, they also put on a show using the skin. This is not just a statement to the opposing team, not just a statement to every one of the 40 players, also a statement to Liger to say, hey, there's other Reinhardts here and we're going to do the business today.
And that's all you can ask for. It's nice to see Ryan back in action a lot more, because when Overwatch 2 first came out, he was struggling. He was struggling for picks. No one would pick him because it was just too much damage being put into his poor little shield. But once you get enough of the shield power, once you get enough of that beautiful movement speed, and you hit your shatters, and that double fire strike isn't too bad either. So you got the aim there, which... Do we call Fluke out? Because I don't know if you were disappeared for a second when you were getting ready. Fluke was in aim labs for this one. So that could be helping his soldier, performance we saw there.
I'm sure he's got like a glass mouse pad and a ceramic mouse and like a bamboo keyboard, and he's got all the strats. He's like, I bet he's in-game leading his brains out while trying to pretend like he's having fun. But you know what? Putting on that much performance, that would have been fun. Unfortunately not for Bad Bunnies though. So Bad Bunnies will get to pick the map out of the hybrid pool, and the hybrid pool is Eichenwald, Kings Row, and Hollywood. I hope they choose Kings Row, especially because we've seen both the Ryan players. That is so cursed. What am I looking at? Oh my god.
Oh my god, Slay Queen. Yes, that is beautiful. Let's get it. We're getting the second map and we're going to run it down. Let's go, girls.
With nails
That's
like
what
that, you think you'd see a Moira. You think you'd see some Moiras with nails like that on the animation.
True. They've missed the beat there. There could have been Moira. They throw it away. But we have our map for the next one, Kings Row.
Let's go.
We do love a bit of Kings Row. I'm calling a peak spawn. Someone's pulling out a Widow or Hanzo, and someone's getting deleted in the first 5 seconds. I'd love to see it.
Look, Fluke is known for the Widow. In fact, that's where the Chobani quote-unquote meme came from. It was from a Widow duel. So we're going to be seeing Fluke's Widow, especially with that damage boost from Ems at some point. I don't know who on the side of Bad Bunnies can match Fluke's Widow. I'm not sure if 88 or Reloaded, 88 or CD play the Widowmaker, and we know that Sombra's been nerfed a lot now, so it might actually be really tricky to deal with the Widowmaker or Fluke if they do open. I am hoping, I am praying we see double Reinhardt. Regardless of the game score, the first person to swap to Orisa has lost in my mind, even if they win. Do you agree with that, Haz?
I'd have to say I agree. I think that is completely reasonable. Also, do my eye just hear me? I think we're seeing a double Widow start here, which is exactly what everyone was asking for. Everyone being me, which, you know, that's enough, really. So, hey, let's... who's getting tapped first here? That's the question.
Ooh, good luck, 88. 88 is a Valorant player, so they got something to prove. But the damage boost from Ems is going to be tough. Fluke's looking for it. There we go. CD! Captain v Captain Violence.
Reloaded, you've got to head the shield covering the whole side of things. You're not just bits. Oh dear, and here comes Ryoto behind. He's just killing everyone. Jess down to one. He will be dealt with at least by Reloaded, but they're already on the point here, Jabatis. He's trying to contest, keep himself around. Has the Adder in the background there, so he will be able to stay up for a little bit longer, but shield's gone now. Fire Strike comes out, won't be able to hit on the first, so they're still dancing around. Only allow that first third. Again, the Fire Strike, not bad there from Reloaded. Managed to get back, but just as you think they've got a chance, Fluke hits another. CDCat does get that trade onto Hunton, but they seem to have their mark. Tori with that one, and they've done enough here. Fluke with the initial kill. Tori cleans up with a couple. And Chobaddies will be taking this first point, and they've done so in pretty quick time.
Yeah, that looked surgical. The Widow pick and then the flanking hotel damage boost Bastion. Reloaded did amazing there to stay in the fight as long as they did and probably saved them a minute. But now Chobaddies have 5 minutes and 21 seconds to push this whole second point. That's a long time, Haz.
That it is, so they need to stop here at the very least if they want to keep this one going. Reinhardt's engaging in one of the greatest bits of Overwatch, the shield and fire strike battle. Stand at least 2 meters apart like you're doing some, you know, COVID protocols. Make sure you don't have a bit of a distance there. Keep that separation of the 2 meters, but they've managed to get a bit of space back here at the very least, Bad Buddies. No one being hit, but the shatter. CDCat's double. Reloaded keeps them alive. The Adder and the boost and Nano's start to come in. They will be able to push this one back. Oh, he's gone over the Ice Wall. Tori, that was the one there. Just missed it by a fraction, CDCat, and in the end, we're still stuck in a 5v5, and now CDCat might be in trouble. Don't have the one away. Tori and Fluke find the picks. Fluke with 2, and Tori with his second. And, well, ADXP will head for the hills. And once again, show baddies. They take it, and Fluke kills it. Oh, my God.
With the punch.
Oh,
with
that's
the punch.
disrespectful.
Oh, no. It's just so difficult for Reloaded. Reloaded's looking for those pins, those counter charges, those shatters. But the second they drop their shield, Fluke's getting a headshot. So it's such a difficult spot. CD almost has their ultimate, their Blizzard on the main now. JD taken out. That's so rough. JD's going to be looking for those sleeps. JD's a fantastic Anna as well. The May Wall coming into play. CD's going to Blizzard here to try to defend this, I think.
I'll have to at this point. 356, they're always back there. Reloaded gets Tori, so that's the tank out of the way, and they finally have something back. Oh, CD goes in for the ultimate use. It doesn't come to fruition. Hunton gets him down. ADXP with a trade back, but EMS brings back Tori, and Hunton doing damage, doing enough there. They could even give them the boost if they want to, and oh dear, ADXP cops it from everywhere as the anti-grenade comes in as well. 5 minutes left. They're already on to the last. They are flying through this at the moment.
Yeah, Voutpop from Ems. Hunton has been hitting nothing but great anti-nades. Maybe a nano onto Ryoto's Bastion. Tori's got their a shadow coming up. Reloaded does not. This could be a flank shadow. Oh, you gotta be careful here, Tori. Oh, got out.
Has to be very careful. That one, ADXP coming back. As CDCat, the ultimate comes out, and it's got to good use. That's one. Could be the second. It will be. Fluke has just disappeared off the map. I'm not sure how he's disappeared. If he's jumped to his own death, just, you know, given up for that fight. Reloaded finished off EMS, and they finally get a stop, Bad Bunnies. 3rd point here. 4 minutes 25 to go. They could keep them away for 3, but it is a tough ask.
It is. They do almost have 4 ultimates online for Bad Bunnies, only having to invest CDs. That was just a complete shutdown there. But Ryoto does have their Bastion, and Fluke's about to have walls, which is going to be so dangerous. But 88 taking them out early. 88 almost on their Death Blossom as well.
That they are, as 88. They're coming in, but Hunton joined there at the last second. It was by Tori, and that does enough to bring it back to a 4v4. So the Reaper will be able to fight just for a little bit here. Reloaded Jess, JD Craft, all with ultimates ready to go, and there's none on the side of Chobaddy's, and Reloaded's got Hunted as well, so that should pretty much do this fight. End it right here, right now. Fluke's done the switch. Oh, the shots aren't quite hitting. They're still moving the card forward bit by bit for this one. Again, though, they have to worry about what's going on below. They get knocked off there from Jess, doing good job on the Lucio. The Shatter's big, does the job, the kills. They take a little bit to come through. CDCat finishes up Fluke, and then the ice wall on top of that. Beautiful stuff from Bad Bunnies. They are starting to lock in here. Another one-team fight, and the time continues to tick away.
Yeah, Bad Bunnies just got like a minute and a half time there, and they were just so patient. They didn't even use their ultimates, only having to invest reloaded Shatter there at the end. CD once again has their Blizzard up on the May. This is 4 ults on Bad Bunnies. They can stagger these out if they need. They've got 3 minutes to defend, and they've got so many ults on board. We do have the Valkyrie from Ems, and Tori almost has their Shatter. Fluke on the Sojourn, almost on an ult as well. But 88 is going to be looking for a Blossom here. Got a bit cheeky with Hunting.
Oh, yes, you love the Blizzard. Should be enough for at least one. JD with a couple back as well. Ryoto's got a couple there, but 80 XP. The Death Blossom in as well, and that's enough. They'll send the rest of Chobaddy's and Fluke and EMS running back to spawn. And they only invest the 2 at the end. They've still got JD and Jess's to go. Chobaddy's they've got the 1. Fluke and Tori will be close to theirs as well. But again, the timer keeps it there. They've held them for another 2.5 minutes. They could stall this one out here.
Oh, off the map. No, just dead. 88, unlucky. Good Shatter.
Oh, the Shatter! Oh, Tori's like, all right, yeah, hold us for 2.5 minutes. Let me get it just a quick charge in. Shatter on top of him. And another one as well. Nano Lucio is dead. Gone, buried. See you later. And now they can finally get this one going across. JD does grab Fluke, though. Not sure what was happening there. So, a little bit of unfortunate stuff there for Chobaddy's, but they've finally got some momentum back. Finally starting to get this push, and I reckon Fluke lost a 1v1 there against that adder.
Yeah, JD's pretty sharp with the aim as well. But we've seen Bad Bunnies like solo ulting with the Blizzard, solo ulting Tori, just solo ulting the tank and freezing him. Tori taking it personally, just did a 180 Shatter. So if they don't take out Tori early, Tori's looking for those kills. Good wall again.
Oh, not this time though. Reloaded gets the kill there onto Tori, so he wins that ride battle with some help from a CDCat wall. And they again get this team fight. CDCat with a double charge in. Oh, he thought about going a bit there. Bit of deeper. Reloaded decides against it. But again, they've kept this one stalled. We're down towards a minute. And Chobaddy's, they are running out of time. Ultimates are ready to go. And on the other side, there's still plenty here for the side of Bad Bunnies.
Yeah, great defense. And CDCat's got their Blizzard online again, and Jess still has the defensive ult of Lucio on Bad Bunnies. Chobaddy's do have their DPS ult, and Hunting's going to be looking for a nano, probably onto Ryoto. We are seeing Bad Bunnies just all in their tank, all in Tori, that's all they're focusing. Chobaddy's are trying to look for picks, and they're kind of shooting the entire team, but they need to focus Reloaded, because if Reloaded had space, Reloaded is doing a lot of job at the front here. Oh,
the Blizzard's not bad here. It will be EMS trying to keep everyone up for the time being. It looks like it's done enough for that side, but that Anzi's almost perfect. They can't quite finish off those kills, but now they're charging on the other side there from Reloaded. He's got to be careful because he's such low health, getting attacked from all sides. 80 XP was deep. He falls away 15 seconds, so they need to get to this point. They need to do something here, and they've used a bunch of the ults. Nothing's come through. It's going to be left on Fluke to sign anything, but Tori does get CDCat. Might be all they need. Fluke from above gets slapped. What a sleep there. Could be enough to keep them around. Jess will put the Lucio ult as well. The beat is down, keeping this one going. Fluke still up in that high position. Finds Jess. It might be enough for another one. Fluke with the double. Doesn't need the ult. He does it with the damage, and he'll get even a third almost. Rota gets that. JD will get one at the very least, but overtime's on. It's all down to these last fights here.
Oh, it's overtime. The wall. Fluke just is uncontested up there. Shatter in spawn, Dory.
Oh, Tori finding all the damage, and that Shatter might be what finishes this first one here. They all go off the map. Everyone perishes for the final 2. And Chobaddy's, full credit to Bad Bunnies. They managed to delay them as long as possible. They have 0 time left, so that means they will get nothing, I don't think, on that one. I don't know if the minute usually comes in for these here, but they do at least get the 3 points on the board, as we'll swap across now with Bad Bunnies on the attack and Chobaddy's on the defensive.
Yeah, really, really good defense there from Bad Bunnies. We saw Chobaddy's just have unbelievable momentum. When they committed to the fight, they just dumped their Qs, got high ground, just flanked, just massive damage coming out. They also Valked and nanoed Tori's Rhine just to keep them alive in that blizzard from CD. This is what I mean. Chobanis have realized that Tori is getting so hard focused from Bad Bunnies, and once Tori is getting taken out, that's when the openings are there. So by keeping Tori alive, that enables them to burn the ults from the other team and then get back into the fight. Hunton has been hitting great antis. JD as well has been hitting that great sleep on that Sojourn ultimate up top. No one could contest that without using up a cooldown there. And also, I'm really impressed from Jess and CD with their patience and their discipline with those ultimates. Jess held their break it down, their drop the beat on Lucio for 5 minutes there. For 5 minutes. Didn't use it, didn't panic when they were in trouble, when they were getting attacked. They just saved it. Respawned, saved it. And that led them to full hold that to 5 minutes. Really good job. Fluke is defending on the Soldier, not defending on the Widow, not backing himself. Is this a chink in the armor? A bit of wavering confidence we see, not open on the Widow has?
Could be. ADXP sticking with it for this one here. They know where Fluke is standing at the moment. He's just hiding around the corner. He's like, well, you know what? I don't really need to take this fight because if we're both distracted, it means it's a 4v4. They've already made their way through, but now Fluke is being attacked. Everyone after him. He's got to get moving now. CD Cat is low as Fluke is heading for the hills. The rest of the Bad Bunny squad will group up again. They've got this decent high ground here, but they still haven't dealt with Fluke on the right. Everyone else down towards the point hiding away. It's time delayed at the very least. They're trying to find this opening pick. Who can find it for this first fight? Fire Strike again. Nice hit there from Reloaded. They'll start to jump down now. Group up again, but Fluke, he's just staying alive and doing the job. Jess out of the picture is going to force them all to fall off, but there's three trapped on the other side here. Tori's thinking about a charge in, but JD on the other side means he does have that anti. He doesn't want to give himself up and allow the Rhine to take control. So again, they'll just fall away, and Fluke is hitting his shot. CD Cat out. They just can't get a start here, Bad Bunnies. They want to get grouped up. They want to get this hit, but Fluke's doing the damage. He gets another one presented to him, and the Mercy boost is just doing it all. Fluke, he's finding the kills, hitting the shots, and they're holding well here so far, Chobaddies.
Oh, the anti again from JD, taking out Reloaded. This is going to shut them down for another respawn. Now, Fluke is getting away with so many crimes right now. 88 has swapped onto the Sojourn now. I think they'll be looking for an engage with Jess, just to speed boost in. Maybe get CD Cat on the Bastion with a flank on the Hotel again. Oh, Fluke dropping low with those antis. JD is definitely looking out for Fluke. They're going to have to clear this position if they want to take the point without one of their supports getting picked. But the time it takes to clear the position, the shield on Reloaded goes down, and then he gets the pick anyway. Going through the Hotel, very smart. Focus the backline, speeding with Jess.
That they do, and CD Cat will find the first one as well. So they've got that pick, but then Fluke, he pops his ultimate here. Reloaded is getting put down by Tori, who's got that nano boost across to him. There's been given across on the other side to CD Cat, but it doesn't look like it's going to do enough damage. 4v3 fight. Tori waiting in from behind, almost gets the charge, will get slipped away, but he's still close there. Fire Strike and the Shatter available, and he will just use it. Use it for one person. Rub it in their face, why don't you, Tori? JD is not waking up from that one. Minute 30 left on the clock at JD. Just the dots in chat's like, bro, seriously? You didn't have to do me like that.
Yeah, Reloaded just say, look, it's bedtime, Grandma. Time for your nap. But now Reloaded's got the Shatter and Tori doesn't. For that content, will it come back to bite? They've got a minute and a half to defend here. Not having a Shatter is kind of tricky.
It makes it difficult, but the Shatter, it finds one, but he's too far away to contest it. And then Reloaded's gone straight in. He's so low on the other side with his shield, and Fluke is still above. He's causing so much damage and distraction. Fluke with 3, Tori with another. There's only a minute now as ADXP falls as well. And Bad Bunnies, they have got maybe 1, possibly 2 if they really push it for this one. Have a couple of ultimates coming up, though. That is their saving grace, but it needs to be right here, right now, if they want to stay in this map.
Yeah, CD swap and diversion of Sombra, maybe to try to deal with Fluke's high ground there. Tori's sitting up the top. Tori's fire strikes, by the way, have hit supports every single time. The fire strikes and the kill feed are crazy. Oh, Mercy's down there. Good job, Reloaded.
As he does, Fluke was low as well. Will just be able to escape, but the Mercy away is exactly what they're looking for. Fluke doesn't have that adage bonus, and that means he loses all that added health around for the rest of his teammates. ADXP popping the ult. It's not being able to find damage, but it is the spacing. It should be enough to get rid of Tori. It does, and the one behind, he gets Fluke, and they might have just done enough here, and that they should. takes them almost all the time, but Bad Bunnies get it. Jess is going in very, very deep here. They might want to try and find these kills. It's support v support. Lucio jumping around everywhere. Might have the gap difference, and Jess finds it. JD as well to Hunted, and that's massive because they've got to come back all the way from the other spawn. Tori and Fluke, they do get the...
Oh, you're cutting out there a bit, Haz. What a great swap from CD onto the Sombra. Just a distraction and allowing a reloaded. Swapping off of the Reinhardt. The Ryan battle is amazing, but that Diva was so important to go and deal with Fluke. Nice hack. CD will be careful. Oh my god. The Kiri from JD is doing a really good job. We're seeing JD be very flexible to deal with the other opponents here. Diva taking out the counterpart on Reinhardt. Tori back to spawn. Great antis. Great antis from Hunton there. But now JD's on the Kiri, so can cleanse. Oh, Haydat's got to be careful. Unlucky. Only have 3 on the cart right now. So Fluke and Chobadis can come in here and defend if they want. Fluke's got to be so careful. The support pocket on Fluke. Poor JD. Better swift step away because the Valk and the Nano getting no value. Great job there from Bad Bunnies. Second, those ults are out. Reloaded on the Diva is going to be in the face of Fluke, and so is JD, both with their Diva Bomb, maybe the 5k, and JD on the Kitsune Rush as well. Only Ryoto's ult on the Bastion on the side of Chobadis. Reloaded is doing such a fantastic job, just pestering Fluke. Pestering Fluke. Diva Matrix in the face. 3 on the cart. Going great. Kitsune Rush coming in right now. Reloaded getting shredded. Almost a 0. Good escape there. Tori picking up CD. I wonder if CD was invisible. The fire strikes from Tori are amazing. Oh, Reloaded almost got the Mercy. Popping the ult. Unfortunately taken out. Welcome back, Az. Oh, I hear you, mate, but you might not be back on the stream yet. But Chobaddies are just clean sweep defense there. Bad Bunnies only have 30 seconds. They got to go overtime all the way to the second point. Tori loves this little high ground on the bookcase spot, but CD is aware of it with the hacks. Reloaded does have their Diva Bomb. If they can throw it around a corner, if they can burn down Tori's shield, they might be able to get 1 or 2.
Do we have anything through there? Oh.
Oh, I can hear you, but I don't think the stream can yet. We're working on getting Haz back. Reloaded's going to look for a Diva. We have 4 seconds left. They're going to have to push it. Oh, good pick on Tori. This might be able to push it all the way. Hack onto the Bastion as well. This is looking good for Bad Bunnies. 2 in their favor. Hunter taking out 88. Sombra going for the little cheeky hacks. Just pushing the cart. Pushing the cart. Someone could shoot off the cart here and deal with that support in the back line, I reckon. Hunter taking out Jess. Oh no, the 1v1 has been reversed. Nano Fluke coming in. Oh no. Oh no. Visor as well. Fluke and the Andy from Hunton. What a great defense has.
Testing. Hello. Am I live? Am I live here? We're here. We're back. All right. Well, I wasn't there for most of that. Still watching, not able to compensate, but it is another victory to Chobaddies. They do the job. And Fluke was definitely part of that win there. Just up and above, was able to get so much damage with the damage boost on top of him, and also nice little 3-4k there as the play of the game. And that is Chobaddies. Well, they have technically won the series 2-0, but that does not mean that we are done with this one here. No sirree. We've still got to go to Escort. We've got to find out if it's a clean sweep of 3-0 or if Bad Bunnies, can they redeem themselves? Can they find one on the Escort map that will be coming up shortly?
I reckon Bad Bunnies can definitely get this last map. We're seeing great adjustments in their hero pool and their flexibility. We're seeing some tactics adjust. Chobaddies are just sticking to what they know, and it's working great. But that strategy is not a secret anymore. Bad Bunnies have had 2 games of experience with that. They know Fluke is going to be sitting on an off angle, just waiting for the team to get distracted with the damage boost, and they know the rest of the team is going to be trying to flank. So now they're cognizant of that. Reloaded, great swap onto the Diva, dealing with that. CD, a lot of flexibility as well. Originally the Mei to deal with the Reinhardt, and then after that Reinhardt wasn't there, now into the Sombra to deal with Fluke. So we're seeing a lot of flexibility from Bad Bunnies. I think they can get this last Escort map. I believe every single team today, every match day is going to play all 3, regardless of the first 2 scores, because that goes into tomorrow. So CD is going to be super hungry for this revenge. CD wants to get one on the board, surely. Surely Fluke cannot get away with these war crimes for 3 games in a row has.
You can't let him have everything. No, I mean, a 3-0 start, that just fuels the ego on top of what it already is. So they'll try and get something done here. Hopefully, it is as you said he can do so. ADX XP. Well, ADX, he needs to just jump back because he's getting a little deft, you'd say, in the DPS department. But we've got another map here. Maybe you pull out the Widow v Widow again because I'll be honest, Fluke took that one on top of it. Tories also looked fantastic on the Reinhardt, and they're definitely winning that little battle so far. But, you know, it's the 3rd map. Maybe they get a little bit too confident in Chobani, so they think, oh, we've won the first 2. We'll just stroll into the escort, whether we go to Route 66, Circuit Royale, or Junkertown, just say, yeah, no, we take this one easy. But that should not be the case. They'll have to make sure they're still at their A game, as that is the score. If you are joining us for the first time today, this is afternoon, ticking pretty much into evening, where most of us are at the moment. And that is your final map for our first game. It is Route 66. That's going to finish us off here.
Route 66. I think it was either going to be Route or Circuit Royale. Junkertown with the massive sightlines for that Widow, a little bit spicy. Still some good sightlines on Route 66 here. And we did see both teams do a lot of work in holding the opponent in one spot of the map for a long time. So we almost saw a full hold there. If they set up on, if Chobani set up on defense here with that Widowmaker in the back with the damage boost, with maybe a Sojourn or CD playing on the Sombra or something cheeky, it might be really difficult for Bad Bunnies to actually push this first point. But I love seeing Reloaded on that Diva. What we're seeing from Bad Bunnies, their hero flexibility is very coordinated to deal with a certain problem. We haven't seen Chobaddies actually adapt and coordinate to deal with a problem on the team. They've just been doing their own thing. Fluke's just shooting over here, the tank's over here. They're all just doing their own thing, and they're getting away with it. That won't work if if Bad Bunnies coordinate as they did in the last part of King's Row and start really focusing the players. All right, speed boost in, Diva dive, Matrix, yada yada, all this sort of stuff works really well. That was a very in-depth and technical analysis there at the end there.
And only the best.
That coordination might actually be able to get a map on the board here. It's just a matter of if they're going to let Chobaddies play their own game, because that's been working for them.
Yeah, just having that sort of extra areas. And again, it sort of might come into fruition here. I think it's a little bit harder, especially on sort of the first point, at least for Fluke to be directly opposite. You know, if he plays a bit of high ground, everyone else is a bit further back towards that gas station area. He does have that chance to get a bit more players out of it. But, you know, they just have what they have to do here, Bad Bunnies, is not just look at one area. And it's very hard for Overwatch players sometimes. I do understand there's a lot to look at, but if there are some people up to the left and some people up to the right, I usually find that if you send a few, you know, even numbers at one end and some other numbers towards the other group, usually you can get a bit more involved in that team fight, have a chance of winning that one out. And that's what they'd like to do here overall. They'll be on the attacking side to start off here. So let's get past spawn. Let's get into the open area. Let's get into that big rustle and tussle on what has been some nice Ryan fights, and see who can take our final map of the first game.
Yeah, we see Fluke on a pretty forward position, but CD is opening on the Widow. CD's looking for an early pick here on attack, and it could open up the whole start of this map. Let's go, CD. Oh, they're being smart. They're not peeking. They're not peeking as.
They're keeping this one together, but 88 XP. Tori's the first one to go. EMS is going to get that revive in, but that one's already gone, so they've got that initial point there. They can start pushing this card forward, so they've done well on that. Put in some more gaps, 88 XP. Again, they've getting some good distance. They're almost pushing everyone off the top there as well. So they've lost that side of things, and look at 80 XP just getting all that time. The fire down from above, doing some good damage across, but just as I say that, Fluke gets rid of Jess. JD does get that trade across, but losing that healer does hurt on that side there. And with Hunton getting reloaded, that is going to make things pretty hard now as we get towards the end of this first fight. It looks like Chobaddies have done enough as Fluke finds himself one. Almost a secondary. Shouldn't be long for this world here as he does finish off JD. So a minute ticked off the clock. Chobaddies holding firm so far.
Yeah, JD brave to go for that last one, but look at the ult. JD almost has their window, and they're going to look for it up high ground, and I think they're just going to solo ult Fluke. I reckon that's what we're going to see coming. Fluke taking out CD. CD's still sticking on the Widow. They're looking for it. They can get a pick here for sure, especially with the tanks on the low ground. Oh my god, 88 is so deep. Taking out Hunter. Oh no.
Yeah, Hunter just got in behind Asiana. That is, you know, experimental. Don't think that usually works, but, you know, sometimes it can come to fruition. But now they have the opportunity to start rolling this one forward, Bad Bunnies, and they will take it. 80 XP hitting some good shots there as he gets rid of Ryoto. And now EMS is alive with Tori. Not for too much longer because Tori has disappeared off the map. Does take Reloaded with him. The Bad Bunnies, they can keep pushing this one forward. EMS manages to fall back to the rest of his team. But CD Cat, oh, he's taken the Widow duel and he's won that one over Fluke.
And that's the risk of diving Reloaded off the map there. You take yourself out as well there, Tori, and that means CD can just open up on those picks. CD also has the walls now. Fluke doesn't have the response for it. So really difficult for Chobaddies to come back out and defend, especially into the walls from CD. But the charge nonetheless, CD could get a pick here.
Close, the shatter is down, but the block, as you said, was good enough there. Tori still finds 80 XP though, and they've stopped the card in its tracks. Jess will be able to get the revive. The charge in doesn't quite hit from that side there. The reroute there from Reloaded does have Shatter ready to go. So as that over his right opponent, trying to get some slams in. The slam! The Shatter is good. Should be enough for the first kill here. On to Hunted it is. Meanwhile, Fluke, Ryoto, EMS, they're all down. It's just one Ryan standing. Tori's gone. And Chobaddies, they are donezo on the first hold. Bad Bunnies, they do it. And they've got some decent time on the clock.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes to push it to the next point. We saw Fluke swapping onto Widow, gets a kill on CD, then swaps to the Hanzo. That's got to hurt CD. CD wants the revenge, but JD is getting that revenge for the entire team. JD on the BAP is taking so many aim duels and got 2 in that last fight as well, has.
Yeah, that they did. It's what they're looking for. JD, he's being very adventurous jumping up in the air there, especially when you've got Fluke, who's actually switched the Hanzo now. So gone off the Widow, still playing in that long range area. Car continues just to tick forward ever so slightly. As the anti did hit there onto... It was Reloaded just for a bit. Health back up though. JD stuck in this right corner. He's down to 7. Has to be careful, but Reloaded finds Fluke. Beautiful stuff there with the fire strike. EMS will get them back up, but that's that one gone. And now Ryoto looking to try and come from behind on this side here, doing some damage. Not quite the kills, but there might be one almost presented. And he does get it on that grenade finish onto Jess. They should be able to get this one done here, and they will. Tori and Hunter get those kills. Ryoto. Well, you know, if you're going to do that, there are consequences sometimes. As Fluke, though, dealing with CD Cat nicely. And they will be able to stop the payload here. 2:20 left on the clock as Bad Bunnies will regroup.
Look, you got to go for it. You got to go for it for the content. Unfortunately, CD had walls and still lost the fight to Fluke. Just saw the arrow coming. Now swapping onto May. They did so much work on May, shutting down Tori with those walls. Chobaddies have got 5 ults, and Bad Bunnies almost have 4. 2 minutes on the clock to push to the second point. They are on the card at the moment, Bad Bunnies. Tori picking out Jess with the fire strike. Damage boost, fire strike. So much damage.
And it is. Oh, Fluke. That is a shot and a half onto JD. See you later, Sunshine. They've gotten the 2 picks before this fight's even really begun. And they have to just sort of back out of this one. Bad Bunnies hope they can all stay alive here so they don't get caught out having to respawn on the other end. It seems like they will, although Rhoda just has to be careful. He's being kept up pretty well. The rest of his teammates are now behind him. But look at Tori. He's got his fire strike and also the shatter ready to go. Oh, there it is. The one. Almost the second lining up as well. But it's enough for the rest of his teammates to follow up on those kills. Tori gets Jess. And he can emote there because no one is alive for Bad Bunnies. They will get this one stopped again. And now there's just a minute to go.
Nice job there from Tori. Hunton was playing so aggressive there. Like, Bad Bunnies could smell that nano shatter coming. JD, unfortunately, not getting the wind off in time. Now onto the Kiriko. That cleanse is going to be so useful because hunting on Chobaddies is hitting every anti. Reloaded is having a really difficult time being focused with the damage boost scatter, Ryoto on the Bastion, and then the antis coming in as well. Reloaded shield is just not surviving, and that's giving Tori those opportunities. So they are in the cart. They are pushing a little bit, getting some cooldowns out. Half HP for Reloaded. Got to watch out for when Tori drops down. 88. Nice job.
Yeah, there it is. And now they have the ultimates ready to go. Here comes 88. Gets slapped. Very nice stuff there from Hunter. The anti as well. He's got him down to 1. Just misses the secondary shot as well, but he's staying alive with the rest of his teammates. Still 4v5 situation, trying to keep each other up. Hunter just stuck in a bit of an awkward situation out the back, but he's doing enough, keeping everyone together. Tori's still alive as well, running back and forth. They managed to get out of that pretty well. And still, Bad Bunnies, they used a lot of ultimates. They've got cart movement, but it might not be enough here. 5 seconds and counting. Tori charges in, doesn't quite get the first one there, and he might be in a bit of trouble here. Anti comes from both sides, and Tori's gone. Bad Bunnies now again regain control. Fluke's up the top, firing down. They know he's sitting there. He's hitting a couple of nice shots, but they're not enough for the kills at the moment. They continue to get this cart rolling forward here, and now he's being pushed upon by both supports. Has to be careful. Pulling out the multi-arrow. Does get one. Hunter's got 80 XP. JD finally shuts him down, but it might be enough for them to stop this one here. Seconds over on the clock. EMS gets Fluke back up. It is crazy stuff across the board. No one knows how this one's finishing. JD gets Ryoto. He's doing more damage there, but Fluke back up and ready for the arrows. They're flying through. Hunter gets reloaded, and they might fall just short here, Bad Bunnies. It was close to 2, but they will be stopped in their tracks just at the last second. And a 1-0, 85 meters pushed. That's what Chobaddies will need to do if they want to make this one a 3-0 clean sweep.
Yeah, it's looking that way, isn't it? There's not much in these fights. Like, the fights are almost turning in the favor of Bad Bunnies there. JD is doing an exceptional job dealing damage on the support role and their flexibility there. We saw both supports attack Fluke. It also happened on King's Road. The supports are the only people on Bad Bunnies that have the mobility or the cooldowns to get up on that high ground. Fluke just keeps playing characters that no one can reach, and it's forcing JD to wall climb and Guardian Angel up there from Jess as well. So they have recognized some of the problems on Chobaddies. It's just really difficult to close the distance without taking so much damage that by the time you're close enough to do your damage back, you're out of your buttons. You're out of your buttons. And the antis from Hunton and JD, in fact, it actually forced JD to swap to the Kiri. Back on the Ana now, going back for the Ana matchup. CD on to the Symmetra, maybe just a speed boost. Actually, no, they are defending. Are they setting it up? They are. They are setting up. Fluke opening on the Widowmaker. Going to be looking out for another headshot. CD's going to just hide behind the wall for the first minute. Just don't even hide behind the Rhine, because a shield flick, you might get taken out at the start, the opening fight again. But Fluke's going to be looking for it, so watch out, CD.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've seen some good shots from Fluke so far. He'll already get towards that angle as well. And well, there's the first shot. Reloaded. Cops in his head. The shield immediately up just to stop any of those following. It's the boost on the damage as well from on the Widow. Could prove devastating if they're not careful. And as we look from behind there, Jess is going in very deep early on the other side, and it might be enough because CD, they've found Fluke. They do the damage, exactly what they were looking for. Now getting these turrets up on the Symmetra, just trying to keep them around the cart. 4v5, they're still managing to get at least pretty far forward, but Tori's gone as well. So Bad Bunnies, they give up the initial bit of the push, but they get those opening 2 picks. And now it means that the Chobaddies will have to just reset a little here. And Fluke switched over to the Hanzo.
Yeah, Bad Bunny's playing very far back, very patient, not giving anybody an opportunity for a pick for someone being not grouped up or anything. Oh, Fluke getting taken out again there from JD. I like CD on the Symmetra here, holding this choke point. This can do a lot of damage. JD's just pumping out the damage on the Hanzo. No res now for Chobaddies either. This is looking good for the defense here.
It's the perfect start thereafter. Charge in from Reloaded. Was hoping someone might be presented to him. Not the case. CD does get one, but he'll be immediately traded by Ryoto. And behind there, Ryoto will be shut down after getting that initial 8 XP. Tells him what he thinks of that. An interesting flank he was pulling out. Fluke, though, a nice shot. He's hitting these ones on Hanzo when he's given the opportunity on to Jess. Brings it back to a 3v3, and they have spawned in their favor on the attacking side. So if they find just one more here, they'll get players back first. They can start to push this cart, waiting to see who can finally break this one open.
Yeah, both teams got their nanos online first, so I think whoever uses it first and gets something Reloaded, anti Hunton. The antis are so good, Hunton.
They're doing the job. Reloaded is down, and that might just be enough for them to break through on this one. Ryan gone. Jess was so close, but they managed to stay alive on this one just for the time being. Again, the anti, it's enough. Hunton with the punch, but 80 XP from behind. 1, 2, the third almost there as well. It will be for the Bastion. Oh, he hasn't been able to pull it out too much, but he's enjoying it on the last map here. The teabags all together. Fluke might even be charged out. Reloaded thought about it. It will come back together. Oh, Fluke almost
Fluke's
bashed
in
off
trouble,
from
surely.
He's gone. He's gone. Goodbye. See you later. Nope. Is he alive? Is he? I think he's come back from that. I thought he was gone for the life of me, but he's managed to stay alive there.
Oh, he was in Hanzo Parkour and AIM Labs. That was some tactics there. Tori taking out Jess. Oh no, Jess will have their beat for the final fight when they come back. Only a minute left. It could be a full hold he has.
Could be. Baddies though, they're trying to get this one going together here. The Bastion ultimate out. It does a little bit of damage. It gets some spread around on both sides. The CD trying to get those turrets back up. And Hunton again doing the job there with those antis. Reloaded gone. And this might just be what Baddies were looking for to finally break through on this one here. Fluke's managed to get a good angle from behind. As Tori trying to stay up here, he will be given just enough. He thinks about the charge. Fire strike coming out from that one. He's put down in damage, but he has enough of his teammates. Goes back for the big health pack as well. Charge on this side. Oh, it's the stun. He actually is the one that comes up with the anti against him. He's in a bit of trouble. Jess has got one reloaded on the Tori. It could be a full hold on the first point. 80 XP and reloaded the other kills. And Baddies, they have just 20 seconds to try and keep this one going.
Oh, Tori went for such an aggressive shatter. Just didn't connect with it. So unlucky. Reloaded has their shatter on the defense of Bad Bunnies here. 11 seconds left. JD will have their nano online. Nothing for Baddies. This is going to be a very tough attack. JD taking that Fluke. Fluke responding on CD.
Just what we're trying to find for this one here. That just seems like they're doing enough. But 20 seconds, this is where these last few pushes come through and destroy the hopes of Bad Bunnies. But Jess on the EMS, they might be doing enough here. They try to get towards the point, but 80 XP waiting for it. Jess gets Ryoto. Tori is deleted off the map. There's only one that remains. Fluke trying to get back on that Tracer, and they may not have won the battle, but they do get at least a chance here for the 2-1. It will be no clean sweep. Bad Bunnies take the last one here on, well, I'd have to say a pretty good run overall. They learnt from their past mistakes. I've got to say, 80 XP, play of the game. He had a fantastic hold there on the last.
He did, and swapping to that Bastion, the value they were getting from it was amazing. This is that 2k that JD also got here. Really good attack. Great job there from Bad Bunnies to just get one map in the end. Like you said, they were learning, and I think they were learning very fast. Baddies with their skill, their individual skill, and their ability and experience on the characters they're choosing was just tough to put down. But I really like the coordination we saw from Bad Bunnies. I like the flexibility we saw. I like the strategy we saw. And the fights they lost weren't stomps. They were pretty close back and forth. This could have been a different game result. And I think Bad Bunny's got to be happy going forward with their head up after that performance at the end there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you take that 1 point from it. It wasn't, you stopped the sweep, and you could just see that the teamwork was just starting to come in together nicely there at the end. So they will be looking forward to their next 3 games, which of course will be off stream. You can catch them on all the creators that we listed up, about an hour ago. There was a huge spreadsheet of everything. I'm sure Liger would be more than happy to go through every single name again if he so desires. In fact, there they are. So if you want to catch more of Fluke's squad, or I think it was, 80 XP, CD Kit Reloaded, the other side there, JD, Jess's squad, there they are. They are all live at the moment. They all should be live, pre-streaming the other games that are not here on the main channel. But, guys, I believe we are going to go to a quick little break. When we return, we will have the hosts back in. I know you love seeing myself and also the others all weighing around on that side. But those are upcoming games. We'll be back with Roguelands Reckoners and Finch Fries to have a discussion about that. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Diabolical Draft. We are here, Aaron. We are here. Wow, what an insane first matchup.
That was insane to see both of them. We're just going after that. Dude, I also was not expecting to see so many, like, almost isolated 1v1s coming back and forth between some of those team members, especially that support fight that happened over on the second map as well. My goodness, that was a massive takeaway for Chobaddy's team right there. I mean, what do you think about it? I'm kind of lost for words right now.
Honestly, I got plenty of words. I'll tell you. First and foremost, let's establish the fact that, as you said, a lot of 1v1s, a lot of bit of ego battles, all right? As you said, the supports were going off photo. I want to bring attention. I believe 88 and Fluke were having some DPS roulette battles right there, trying to say, oh, I can do this one better than you. Nah, I can do it better than you. I love that. I love that. Very intense. Very intense.
I love taking a little bit of anything you can do, I can do better action. Yeah, especially when we're in the middle of a game like this.
But there was a matchup I will always bring attention to, and that was the Ryan duels. That's right, Torian Reloaded. Well done. Keeping the Ryan Rumble 3.5 alive. We love to see it. Always good to see some Ryan battles. That was exciting to see from them. However, Tori, get off my skin. That's mine. I've had enough of you. Still in my flow. Word for word, bar for bar. You're done. All right? You're done. All right. Wrong. Zoom on me. Zoom on Aaron. Aaron,
on me, bro.
I'll knock you out. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, back it up. Zoom it out. As we know, an insane matchup, insane results. Well done to both teams. As we know, it is 2-1, which does mean the Cho Baddies walk away with 2. But Bad Bunnies, you got 1 point. Round robins. Everything matters. Everything matters in a round robin, okay? It's not over yet. Their next matchup is going to be exciting as the Cho Baddies take a break now. Same thing as the Bad Bunnies. They can take a break now. They got to bye for the next hour. Maybe they can relax, refresh, recoup, work on it going forward, as their next match will be around 7 AEDT. But we are now going into the next matchup, which is going to be the Finch Fries versus Rogueland's Reckoners. Finch Fries, what do you think about the man? What do you think?
Hey, look, I mean, between these two teams, we know that a lot of drama has already popped off before the games even started, so I'm kind of keen to see more ego fights, more likely coming out of these two. I'm just excited to see more 1v1s. I get that Overwatch is a team game, but sometimes you gotta stroke your ego a little bit, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. All right, we have the interviews between the two captains ready to go right now. Let's bring them in. Let's bring in Rogueland and Finch. Welcome to the captain interview. How you doing today? We'll start with Finch. Oh,
hello.
I'm just saying hello. Saying hello. All right. Okay. I'm just a bit scared. I'm just a bit scared because we got the real Junker Queen here. I'm very worried if the axe is going to come out.
Look, I would be scared, but
I got it right here.
At least, look, I'm just excited to be in her grace, her presence.
Oh,
Junker Queen, I must ask, how do you plan to rule the battlefield today? What's your plan?
Well, as I've said a few times in the past, if I were in charge of Overwatch, I'd cut all their heads off. It's the obvious way to do it, obviously.
Well, you've got to leave some loyal servants, surely. The most motivated have to stay, right?
Yeah, I've got about 4 Jamesons, it's alright.
Yeah, perfect.
They all want to prove themselves to me.
Now, we do know that there was a little bit of a trade that happened between you two. Obviously, Finch went around stealing Vestige, and Rogue, you managed to grab PB as well. What are we thinking here? Are we going to see 1v1s?
I did not steal Vestige.
I didn't know anyone at all, so I'm not at fault here. It's actually Finch.
What? I didn't. Okay, I was not intending to steal Vestige. Vestige was my wild card.
Yeah, I feel like that's rigged. Yeah, see, even he said Finch stole him.
Even Finch is saying it himself.
You can't do this.
Yeah, can't tell me I'm wrong.
So Finch, I mean, how does it feel to face the vicious Junker Queen, especially after getting a wild card like that? Has kind of put you in the crosshairs directly.
Look,
well, there goes the back of my screen. Oi! Oh well, there's a bloody. I just ruined my life right now. Get out of it.
Finch is sending in the infiltration force that is known as Vestige, the Reaper.
It's my spy.
Who comes in and ruins my day like that? How dare him?
That's my boy.
That's your,
All
your
right.
boy. Your boy.
Sorry, it's your boy. Sorry, it's my boy for the day, but not ever afterwards.
Look, it's all right.
Alrighty.
Me and
I didn't mean it
Hinterlands
like
we're gonna discover a new friendship that you don't even know about because I know everything
You trying
about
to steal
Dragon
my
Age.
wife?
I know everything about Dragon Age.
I know
I know
jack
all
shit.
of it. I could tell you anything you want to know about the Kunari. They're pretty cool, actually. They're kind of muscular like me, you know. But like,
Yup.
I could tell you anything about them. About those little guys. What do they call the dwarves? Yeah, pretty sick. You got the pointy-eared ones, the elves. There's a bold
I
one that's
can't
pretty
win against
attractive. Mm.
I can't win against this.
Alrighty. Well, what you can win in is the game itself of Overwatch.
Yeah,
So,
we'll
after
see.
we've yapped enough about Dragon Age, which you should never stop doing, by the way, go to the game. Any last words you'd like to say to each other? Finch, you go first.
I love you.
Oh, that's wholesome.
That was
And-
very wholesome.
That's it.
And Queen, Roglin.
Oh, that's a bit suspicious.
Alrighty.
I guess I love you too.
Yes!
Oh,
Awesome.
beautiful.
Awesome. Bit of sportsmanship, bit of wholesomeness to end it. Thank you.
Right, I'm
Finch
gonna
and
go
Roglin.
just for you because that flying girl Mercy, she's kind of alright looking, I must say. She ain't got nothing in this team.
There you go. All right, we're going to go ahead and leave you to get back to your teams and warm up for your games. Best of luck to you both, Finch and Roglin.
Thank you.
The Finch Fries and Roglin's Reckoners, they're about to go at it. Let's actually meet those teams in our interview very shortly. Before we get there, Aaron, you ready for this? Aaron, I interviewed these teams. Aaron, it's going to be crazy. You're going to love
And
these
I'm
interviews coming up.
keen to see this team, so let's get it rolling right now with the introduction for Roglin, Reckoners, and Finch Fries.
Any moment now, we're going
Any
to find out the story of these teams. We're going to find out all
How we
about
doing,
viewers of
PG?
the Diabolical Draft. I am here with Captain Finch's team, aka the Finch Fries. Let's go. How we doing, Finch Fries? First up, Finch, how you doing?
Great. That's all. Thank you.
Kiv, we out here. How are you?
Good, good. How you doing?
Good, good. Vestige.
Doing good. Doing good.
That's good. Benji.
Yo, yo, what's up?
And then, of course, Hinter.
We're vibing.
Finch, I gotta know. How'd you come up with the team name? And is this the team you thought you'd walk out of the draft with?
So the team name came from one of my viewers calls me Finch Fry a lot. So I just kind of yoinked it from that. It was really easy. And this is most of the team that I wanted. A couple of people got yoinked from me. I don't know, as some people might have noticed during the draft day. A couple of people got yoinked, but I'm still happy with who I have because I just went for a team with comfort and familiarity, and I got what I wanted.
Now, Kiv, it's always awesome to see you in events. Welcome back. I want to know, let the people know what kind of play style you bring into your team for this event.
I don't want to go for an aggressive kind of play style, but at the same time, got to stick with the team because I do tend to go by myself, but we do tend to play together. And yeah, this play style is going to be nice, and we'll keep it interesting. We'll let you guys know.
Vestige, you have won, if people don't know, 3 NZ face-offs. My goodness, are you looking to take home your first Diabolical draft?
Hoping so, yeah, especially on the DPS role. Switching it up, baby.
That's it. All right. Now, Benji, you're out here representing the One Tricks on the Farah. Who are you watching out for?
Yes, so as a dirty one-trick Farah, I will be going for all Mercy players. You will be solo-altered Mercies. If I see an Ana, I'm going to ult you too. I am so sick of getting slept by Anas. There is a friendly little widow I must solo-ult one time. Zaza, you're going down.
Hinter, I've heard you're a bit of an E-chef. Is that true? Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
what do you...
it could be known.
Yeah, so what are you planning on cooking up for this Diabolical draft?
I'm only gonna cook up a win.
Oh.
I'm cooking up a win out here. A side of
Love to hear
fries.
Oh, love to hear it. To the Finch Fries. Final words to the audience, to the lovely, lovely viewers at home, or to your competitors. Take it away. The floor is yours.
If you want entertainment, you come to our style.
Finch Fries are coming in hot.
Yeah, we're hot and fresh and ready.
And a little
I love
salty.
Roadhog.
I'm a little bit
Order
soggy
up,
lately.
am I right?
Let's go.
All right.
I'm crying.
Yo, to the people watching the amazing Diabolical Draft, I'm here again with an amazing team. I'd like to introduce you to Rogueland's Reckoners, a very, very chaotic team. First and foremost, let's get them to introduce themselves. We're going to ask first and foremost to the Junker Queen themselves. Rogue, how are you doing today?
I was born to rule.
Okay, never mind. I forget. Sorry for asking. PBG, how are you?
Hello there, I am the average Junkrat main.
Then we got Shin Kioni.
Yo, what's up?
Steffi.
Heyo, it's me, Steppy B.
Purple J, phoning in.
Hi everyone.
First up, I want to ask Junker Queen.
The nice called Gracie and the Exits Carnage.
All right. PBG, who would you say is your biggest op in this event?
I would say my biggest obstacle is probably Forever if I end up throwing hands against him. But anyone else, I probably another obstacle is probably Iggy. Me and him are beefing right now. We beefing, the Twitter beef.
Oh, hashtag Diabolical Draft. Check that beef out. Shane, I got a question. What would you say from practicing with your team this past week? What would you say the play style that you all have in common? What would that be?
W.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, we hold W.
You hold W. All right. Lovely. All right.
You gotta follow the queen to the back line, you know?
Okay. All right. Steffi B, I've got a sneaky question for you. I want to know, if you had the power to alter Overwatch in one small but diabolical way, what minor change would you make?
It is pretty minor, but I would make every map Junkertown related.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's just better that way.
Represent. All right, cool. All right. Now, Purple J, got a question for you. Okay, I want to ask, how would you, as an individual, hypothetically commit tax fraud? Hold on, who the hell wrote this question? What am I asking? What's going on here? Purple J, someone wants to know. Do you have an answer to that?
I love the country. I love my fellow people. I will not be answering at this time.
Final question to Rogueland's Reckoners, to the audience watching at home, to your fellow competitors, anything you want to say, the stage is yours.
I'll say this now. Artemis, if you're watching this, I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming for ya.
I will also be coming for Dixon.
Oh?
There you go. And that is the ones who reckon. All right.
Punch him, coming for your booty.
I am your prey.
All the 1v1s, all of the drama leading to this moment between these two teams right now is going to be a beautiful time. Yo, hasn't Scary, how do you feel about the matchup that's just about to come up on our screens here?
I don't know about you, Haz, but I'm pretty excited. Because we've already seen two different emotional states from Finch Fries. Finch being really sweet, I love you to Rogue. But then we hear Benji on the interview saying, I'm going to murder everybody on Farah. I'm coming for the supports. So I feel like Finch Fries is going to be a very loud team. I feel like it's going to be more aggression than love. I think that might just be a sportsmanship psyop at the start from their Finch. But I reckon this is going to be a banger two teams, Has.
It does. I feel like it to me, it was sort of like both teams have like one IQ point each, and they're just going to be sort of like slamming into each other. And, you know, whoever wins out from there. I mean, that's basically much Overwatch fights anyway. You just throw a bunch of people at each other. Someone wins in the end. But both seem to have a lot of energy, which is good. You've got your one tricks, you've got your cosplayers, you've got your VTubers. It's a great mix of everything of Overwatch crammed into two teams and crammed into three maps we're going to see. Honestly, I can't pick a winner to start off with. I just know it's going to be absolutely brain dead, and that being it brain dead is exactly what I'm after, and I think everyone's after. You know, we don't need brains to watch this.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be like a chess grandmaster level strategy. I think it's just going to be 10 people just causing chaos, and then something's going to work for one of them, and then at the end of it, all went to plan. But it's just going to be a shit show. Let's be real. But we've got so many one tricks on both the teams, so the maps are going to play heaps importance into this. Like Rogue just loves Junker Queen, obviously, and then Benji on the Pharah, Finch on the Mercy. We're gonna see just a lot of one tricks just shining. We're going to Ilios. I love this. Let's see some people in the well. Benji can boot them in with the Pharah. Shin and Vestige are both Roadhog mains, but they're both on DPS. So will they peer pressure their tanking Kivanchyy and Rogue? I don't think Rogue's swapping off Junker Queen, but maybe Kivanchyy can be peer pressured into the Hog. But Ilios for the first one.
Should be a classic. And Abe, I did see that one. Bring up those captain cards if you still have them available. I would love to see what we've got there. Oh, it's old Jiff at TV97 is also in the chat. Hello, Jiff. How are you doing? It's a
All right,
Jiff.
Thank you for this opening. I did want to point this out. The amount of Reinhardt love that Liger showed in that break there for the first two teams, I will show the same Genji love. If you play Genji, you cowards. Do it. You will feed and lose, but do it. Shin, I know your name is Japanese for Crimson. I saw you on Genji in that team interview. Play Genji, you cowards. It's worth a loss. It's worth a loss. If you get put to sleep, it's not my fault. Disclaimer, hashtag. Play Genji.
Yeah, that was a passionate and rational plea there, so... If you did hear that, then Genji wants that, and if Drop Bear is outside your house, then, you know, I don't think you can really do much about that. But that just incites? No, not incites. Incentivize you to play Genji. I'm not really, you know, I'm already losing brain cells at the moment. We're second game in, I can't even get words out. We saw our captain cards as well, of course, there from Captain Roge, and on the other side of things from Finch there. So we are just a moments away from getting into our second game. Again, scary. We have to sort of pick a winner out of these two. I don't know. This is a toughie. I don't know who I'm backing here.
It's so hard in OCE because all the creators are friends on both teams. I think Rogue is gonna like step on people with Junker Queen. PB is gonna be going some crazy, disgusting Junkrat plays. I don't know what Shin's gonna be up to, but it'll be something. And then we've got Steffi and Purple J both on the supports for Rogue's team. And for Finch Fries, who knows what we're going to see? I don't know what Kivanchy's going to play. I know they play a lot of Doom. They are opening on the Doom. Vestige on the Echo as well. Wow, Echo, Pharah, Doom into Shin's Genji, Shin, and Brig as well. I'm so sorry, Shin. You can do this, I believe.
He's got the Genji out. Benji, Kivanchyy on the Doom. Everyone else getting ready for this first fight here as we start our way into the first map. Finch Fries and Rogue's Reckoners. Then up from above, Benji's on that Pharah one trick, getting some nice shots down, getting some decent damage. The Genji's coming over from the left, though, has to be careful. Pharah Mercy combo will keep them alive. So far, everyone just hanging around on the points. Rogueland will get that initial pull in with the knives, ready to charge back in when ready, stunned and taking some damage away. And everyone's just staying in these beautiful 5v5s. No one can take the first hit. Again, Rogueland, they're managing to fire forward. They get a little bit more spacing, but still waiting for that eventual one. And it's Benji who delivers. Oh no, the first kill, and then he offs himself at the same time. Finch will get the revive, but here comes Shin getting rid of Finch. That's a massive kill from the Genji. Is it enough to take the fight? Not quite yet. Still going on. No one wants to take this one. Everyone's staying alive. We've had 2 deaths in the space of 90 seconds. Finally, Rogueland, have they done enough there? MV is out, and surely they can take forward the point. They keep pushing this one forward. The Axe doing enough. They will take control. And with that final kill in the Doom, I think the first fight is done and dusted.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing these slow fights every single time because both teams can't get too close to the other team's tank. Like, if you get too close, Hinterland's going to brig you. If you get too close to Rogue's going to have the Reckoning for you. So it's very difficult. I back the Junkrat and the Genji as anti-air here. I hope we see some solo blades and some ties of the air characters. But we almost have 5 ults on board for both teams here on the second fight. PB, let's go, mate!
Oh, turn off your brain. It's Junkrat time there. PB with a lovely double up there. And he might have more if he can get the secondary out as well. Almost hitting the mid-air shot. Finch did get the revive while that was all going on. So still stays in the 5v5. Jump on the Doom. Oh, the map coordinator has just disappeared into the stars. And it will be Vestige and Hinterland. They bring it back. So after PB got the initial hit, it was the revive doing enough. And they should take this fight here. Still haven't switched it over, so they're holding on here. Rogueland's Reckoners just trying to keep this one going. And they get another one back on the other side. But now, that should finish it. But they still push it up to beyond 60%. They'd be pretty happy with that first hole.
I think Vestige is playing with fire Echo copying Rogue and then ulting them back. This is dangerous for like outside of tournament violence, I think. Vestige is looking for the Junkrat up top. I hope we see a solo blade on a flying character. Finch is an absolute great Mercy, so hard to catch. So is Vestige and Benji on the flying characters, but I'm just only focusing on this blade right now from Shin. That's all I'm looking at.
It's what is going to come to it, and it doesn't have the nano to back it up. So, I mean, there's other bits around that could get it going more, but it's all going to be off just that pure blade, and it's already finding one. The second's almost there as well. Just needs a second charge. Can't find the Mercy, but Steffi also picking up the pick as well on the other side of things, and Finch Fries, they're in a little bit of trouble, and he doesn't have the rest of the blade, but still getting in, putting momentum and space, and the switch back over. Rosalind's Reckoners once again take this one. And they got control as they tick towards 70% plus here.
Yeah, and they might only have Steffi on the Juno for Row Reckoner's ult coming up here. Benji does have their press Q to respawn on Farah. We know they said they wanted to solo ult some backline supports. Look at the PB on the Rat, just flying more than the Farah is. Kivanchyy picking off the Purple J support immediately. That's going to be good.
Yeah, Kivanchyy, they get that one as well as Vestige, and now Steffi trying to get one back, they will, but Finch is getting that revive back in on the other side, so it looks like Rogers Leclerc will be pushed away, and that they will. Just have to sort of stay alive in this next one here. Steffi's got to be very careful, manages to fall back behind spawn, and everyone seems to stay alive. I was going to say Shin almost taken out of commission, but 91 to 56%. They've got to get ready for the next fight here. They're doing enough at the moment. As we tick towards this one is getting very close.
Yeah, and they can engage with the Orbital Ray from Steph and the Juno, and also Kitsune Rush is online almost as well. Rogue almost has their... Oh, the direct. Got to be careful there, Shin. Oh, Benji's getting low. There's the Orbital Ray coming in.
So for that one, so it does enough damage, pulls them together. Steffi, they will get that first kill onto Vestige, and Benji's out of the fight as well. Both ultimates that were available, and oh dear, Kivanchyy, she was stuck in the other side there on top of that one. The Junker, well, I was going to say the Junkrat trap. It might have done enough there. Falls the final tank. PB with that kill. And they just have to sort of fall back if you like Finch Fry. Stay alive for this final fight because there'll be one more to go as they'll finally switch the point. But Benji's got one back. But was it worth it? Because now they've lost the two there. Shin coming alive with the blade. Gets that hit onto Hinterland. And that might be enough for them here. They're ticking down towards 100%. And they've got no one to jump on towards that point. It looks like it's done. And Rogalind's Reckoners will take the first one. It went to overtime. But they get the job done.
Yeah, it was close. There wasn't too many team fights there because both teams just got so much sustain. Rogue can just sit in the middle of the point with Junker Queen as just a wall with infinite health and let the flankers of PB and shit on the Genji. Exactly. The more you listen to me, the more you win. This is absolute truth and it's never gone wrong. I'm definitely not plat. Don't listen to the text. Don't listen to it. Look, all right. Quick Shin glazing moment. Shin melee'd a flying character on the Genji. Solo bladed a flying character. Also, almost got Finch. What you do on Genji is you kill their hand-holding recess buddy on the Farah. The Mercy comes into res, then you kill the Mercy. It's the bait and switch, the wham bam shazam. Shin is putting on a clinic. I love to see it. PB Games is flying like an F-35 on that double mine Junkrat. Amazing. Supports are being untouched. Rogue is doing a good job. We're not seeing any adjustments from French Fries except for Vestige on the Sojourn instead of the Echo. Only one flying character right now.
There is, as we get ready for this first fight, already well underway here on their second bit of this first map as Finch staying alive in the back lines here. Has to be careful, falling away with Benji, and they've got the other one close on the brig, so it will be space mostly given here to Rogalind's Reckless. They should be able to head towards the point, but at the moment, no one's taking it just yet. Shin close on the sides. Wait for the points back here.
Now and had